clean sound has always been noteworthy because of the harmonies,
Yes.
for example.
Yes.
How important in relation to that do you think the rhythm section is to the band, putting the sound across?
It's I don't know. I'd say the harmonies and Brian's guitar work are the main strong features. I mean, they're the things that have made us distinctive from any other group. I mean, I would say they're probably the most important things you could actually identify. I mean, obviously Roger and I. Roger has a very good drum sound. It is, he's very, takes a lot of care over it, and he gets a good drum sound. But I mean, obviously, Roger and myself have our own way of playing and character, but it's not as distinctive as distinctively different as say the harmonies or the vocals, the harmonies or the guitar parts. I don't know really. What could you rephrase the question? You're asking sort of what sort of part?
Well, it's just that one of the most, especially on record, one of the most noticeable things about Queen is their harmonies.
Yeah.
But the harmonies, to my mind, wouldn't stand up if like the real bed, the rhythm track underneath it wasn't really strong and punchy, even more so than Brian's guitar.
Yes.
That's what holds the whole thing down.
Yes, I suppose it does in a way. Yes, you tend to forget really, because when we make an album, we always do the backing tracks first, usually in about the first 2 weeks, we spend a lot of time doing all the backing tracks, and that takes a lot of time, and then we spend probably more like 2 months then doing the overdubs, so by the time we get to the end of an album, we sort of forget how much time we spent doing the backing tracks, and we forget when we did them and how, but we do rehearse a lot before we go in, so that the backing tracks are sort of very tight, and we know exactly the parts we're playing. It's just a thing that develops really over the years. I suppose it is a distinctive sound.
So this arises because I think it was actually Roger who told me that in the studio you are a little bit more responsible than the others as far as saying, well, this has to be, we need a little bit more of this, a little bit less of that. You're a little bit more aware, or a little bit, I don't want to say in charge of the production end of it. And it occurs to me that it seems bass players make good producers, McCartney, Entwistle. And I'm wondering if it's just because of this idea of the instrument that you play having the role that it does in the band, that makes you more maybe innately aware of what the final product should sound like, or what you want.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. No, we all, all 4 of us spend a great deal of attention to the production side. All 4 of us, I mean, we all have specific ideas of how we want things to sound. I mean, when Freddie's doing certain things, certain vocal things, he knows the sound he wants, and he might not be able to sort of technically explain it, but that's where Mike Stone comes in, because he, that's the thing he does. He gets the sound that people want. I don't know. Perhaps say Brian and myself, we're perhaps getting a little more interested in the technical side of things. About how to actually work a desk and that sort of thing. I wouldn't mind doing that later on. When we get some more time to do that sort of thing. Like Brian and I have both got. We just got some sort of more equipment at home, we've got, sort of the graphic equalizers you have, so we've got all the frequencies, and we sort of, we play around with those, and so we can find out what things do, and so in a way, yes, I'm sort of interested in the